everybody, back again. Had my oral surgery. I can't remember if in my last video I'd started tying up these dead eyes for the topmast, but if I did, I'll have to do them all again because I used the wrong size thread, and now I've got to redo all these little dead eyes with the correct thread. I think you're blind to what I'm doing, but I'll try and keep it up where you can see it. I'll tell you what, I'll put the camera in a different place. It's, you're not seeing anything that I'm doing here at all. Yes, you are. Right. I wrapped the thread around the dead eye, this black thread, and then I put the raw thread into a knot which is secured. I just want a touch of glue on here. I haven't done anything for a few days, so some of these glues and things might have settled in the pot. I hope not. I'm also working with a new magnifier and a new setup here. Trying to see how it's doing. I apologise if you can't understand what I'm saying because I now have no teeth in my mouth at all. I do have very sore gums at the moment, so if I stop talking and play some music, I hope you'll understand. It's not, I don't want you to know what's going on, it's just that it's more comfortable for me to not talk. So let's see if I can use my third hand again just to hold this thread while I work with it. I can work with it better if I put some tension on it, you see. If I put too much tension on, I'll pull the damn thing over. So, let's see if I can get this. Only needs about 5 or 6 turns. You only really need somewhere about 3 or 4 millimeters of tied up rope on this, which will be above the cross tree. About that much is probably about enough. I think that was about 5 times around the 2 threads. And then this is where it gets to be fun. Pull the knot in, make sure the threads are nice and close together so they look neat. Pull on this one, not too hard. Pull on that one so it goes inside. And now you have one neat little knot. I'll try and zoom in on that when I do the editing so you can see exactly what's there. Bit glue front and back. Use my old tissue here just to dab off the excess glue. That's all it takes. And there's one done. Now, that didn't take very long. Now, like before, I'm just going to put a touch of glue on this, the black thread, just there. Because when I cut it, I don't want it to fray. I just want a nice, neat chop, if you like, right up against the what do you call that? It's not a knot. It's, I'm sure it's got a name when you wind the rope around and secure something. And that's what you end up with. I think you can see that. So I'm going to do that 10 times and then I'll come back to you. Here we are guys, 10 dead eye strings all made up. I'm going to let them sit here overnight and I shall put them onto the mast tomorrow. We'll see how it does that time. Okay, see you later. Right guys, ready to try and put these futtock shrouds in place. Now, just got to find my little needle threader. I've got some new needle threaders, there it is. Now, I've also got a new magnifier, which I managed to get glue on it already. Don't know how, but we'll see. Now, I have no idea if this will work. Don't know if these threads are too thick to be pulled down through. Yeah, they are a little bit, aren't they? So it's going to have to be the very careful threading. Has to be an easy way of doing this, but I don't know what it is. Let's try it again. The last thing I want to do is break the wood. Zoom in a bit, I think, so you can see. There you go. You can see what I've got here. Probably, yeah, I might use the third hand again, but back to preparing things. So, piece of thread about that long, probably. I'll just do one on camera again. I'll carry on. Now these are what are going to be the topmast shrouds. When do they? I guess they're called shrouds all the way up, I think. Somebody will know. Let me know. I am learning the names of different things as I go along. Oh yeah, those joining pieces between the port and starboard shrouds, the top bar on the shrouds. I haven't found the name for that yet, but the piece that goes across that joins the port and starboard side is a cathar pin. I kept saying catharsis. I must have been thinking about something else when I said it. Not exactly a catharsis, is it? It's a cathar pin. God knows how they got the names for these things. I guess, well, in the times of when these were built, it was probably quite a common word. And of course now we no longer do shrouds. Or do we do shrouds on modern ships? I guess they must have something goes from the deck up to the top of the funnels and things. I know on some of the models that I've done, they certainly had something. Didn't Titanic have something like that? Or was that just a radio mast? Alright, I'm rambling. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Now, I'm only going to tie, I'll make 7 loops. How many is that so far? That's 4. 5, 6. I think 7's enough to match the bottom end. So, seven and up through the loop. Keep a hold of the string to go with the others and then pull this one down through. And what that does, it pulls the loose end inside where all the others are tied. Don't pull it too far because it will go out the bottom and then the bottom's loose. And then just put a touch glue on here. And a touch on the black. Now it's stuck to my finger at the moment, just what I don't want. That'll stick to the tissue. Yep, I thought so. Try not to squeeze it too tight that you take all the stick off. There we go. The thing is, if you take the excess off, it's dry fairly quick, and then you can just jump in with your snips, take off the excess, especially this one. Gonna want 5 of these, so I'll carry on and make them. And I'll catch up with you in a few seconds. Right guys, I carried on after I made the 5 single ends up, and I'm now attaching them to the ship. Just got to find one. There it is, my little bit of wire, which gives me my 20cm spacing. Now, just like on the lower shrouds, this one has to go up. Could try and keep these little bits out of the way. So get the 20cm gap again. Keep it nicely spaced. I don't want it to be too tight at this point, so I don't want to pull the top of the mast over. But look how these strings get on top of each other. It's amazing. And if you pull them too tight, they go even worse. Remembering that you're going to be putting rack lines on these in a few minutes. I don't know how much of this you can actually see. Let me try repositioning this camera so you can see what I'm looking at. Can you see there? Top of the foremast, just about, I think. Right, basically it goes from down here, it goes up and then around this back mast. Sorry, the mast, which is the back part of these. Then it comes back round. Then what they do is they tell you to I've got to find the one I've just put up. This one, I think, isn't it? Or this one? I don't know which rope I just put in there because I didn't mark it before I put it in. This one, right. Let's bring it round to the front so I can put piece of tape on it. I've already marked my tape 2, 3, 4 and 5, so I know which ones are which. That's number 3. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit more sticky stuff on there. I want it to stay in place. That's all it takes. And then I'll do the same for 4 and 5 when I come to them, but I'll carry on and do these and I'll catch up with you in a few seconds. Okay guys, that's one side done. I'm hoping this little twist that they all have in them will come out when I put the rack lines in. I can make it come out by positioning the rack lines such so that they all lie looking forwards. Okay, I shall now do the other side and I'll come back to you when I've got that done. Okay guys, I may have skipped a few videos, but I just want to show you the topmast shrouds are in. The next job is something which let me say, if I was recommending this to anybody, you've got to make 0.5 mil. Let me see if I can get you in focus first. On these arms, the 6 arms, i.e. the 2 on each side and the 2 at the rear, you have to drill a 0.5 mil hole. Now, the focus, it just isn't coming in, is it? There we are. Right. On these arms here, you have to drill a 0.5 mil hole close to the end of each one, which is the next stage of the rigging. I would say this is probably better done before you mount it on the mast. That's just a recommendation, but there you go. Okay, I shall dig out my 0.5 mil drill and my little hand drill. It also has to be done on this top one as well, up on the royal. Okay, so it's 8 holes to be done altogether. So that'll be my next job, but I've got to dig the drill out first.